Is there going to be a war, do you think?
Yes, I think there is.
Oh.
No good worrying about it till it comes. Not much good then, really.
No.
Don't be sad.
I'm not sad, really. I'm just sort of gathering myself together.
The Duke of Wellington once declared, "Nothing except a battle lost can be half so melancholy as a battle won." There are no real winners in the war game, just defeats and victories. This episode shows how the British film industry depicted some of them.
What's happening? It's on, sir. What's on? The war. Jerry's on the move. He's invaded France and the Low Countries.
Good. Now we can really get at it.
War starts at midnight.
Oh, yes, you say war starts at midnight. How do you know the enemy says so, too?
But, my dear fellow, that was agreed, wasn't it?
Agreed, my foot. How many agreements have been kept by the enemy since this war started? We agreed to keep to the rules of the game, and they go on kicking us in the pants. When I joined the army, the only agreement I entered into was to defend my country by every means at my disposal, not only by the National Sporting Club rules, but by every means that have existed since Cain slugged Abel.
Stop it.
Don't we know that they're counting on us to keep to the rules?
Stop
that
it.
They openly boast about it? That they laugh
Stop
at us?
it! You're an extreme.
Winston Churchill said, "Jaw is better than war." He also tried but failed to get this film, The Life and Death of Colonel Blimp, starring Roger Livesey, banned. He thought that Jaw in the film was anti-British.
But I doubt it. I doubt if I'll have time to grow a moustache like yours, sir. But in 1983, at least I shall be able to say that 40 years ago, I was a fellow of enterprise.
You all right, Brewer? Plenty to grumble about?
Yes, thank you, sir.
Good.
Fortunately, Churchill approved of the majority of British wartime films. This one, The Way Ahead, was a tribute to the late conscripts to the army.
Right, we're going in. Start from here as soon as the smoke comes down. You get that? I did, sir. I'll go see the other section. Right.
Look out! Here come the bastards back again! Keep your heads down, get as low as you can.
Miss Butterfingers.
Blimey, I spoke too soon.
Noel Coward paid his respects to the Royal Navy and in particular to his friend Lord Louis Mountbatten, whose ship, the HMS Kelly, sank in similar circumstances. David Lean made his directing debut in this film, In Which We Serve.
We get you badly? Don't rightly know, sir. Knife somebody. Cut his sleeve carefully. Hit a mother with a baby in her arms, you would. Oh, look, boys. Shot through the heart. I always did hate the sight of blood. Use a rag, somebody.
In The Way to the Stars, it's the British Air Force bases under attack. Trevor Howard made a memorable debut, which I will remember, in this powerful, poetic film.
Well, if Jerry thinks he can put Halfpenny Field out of action, he's making a big mistake. As long as we've got 200 clear yards of turf, we'll get out somehow. Line shoot. These fighter types, you know. Top button undone. Victory rolls. Bad show, I think. That's 2 of them. Can you see the 3rd? No, sir. Mind you, I'm not saying they're not doing a good job at the moment.
The Ministry of Information, who controlled the British wartime film industry, recognized the vital part women were playing in the war. Millions Like Us, starring Patricia Rock, was to show the importance of women who worked in our factories.
That one was nearer. What's that?
Sure. What's the good of being neutral?
There's the old car.
The tea after all that lot. Me too.
Control room? Number 3 shop okay. No hits, no damage, no casualties.
Leslie Howard directed The Gentle Sex, his tribute to the women serving in the ATS. It starred Lily Palmer.
Team Charlie!
In the Malta story, Italian planes attacked the British convoy trying to deliver supplies to Malta.
The fighters should sight pedestal convoy at any minute now, sir.
Yes, keep one. Yes, we must keep one man way.
Sir, another 25 plus bandits approaching pedestal from the north.
In Conspiracy of Hearts, British filmmakers start to play down the Italian enemy's role in the war. For instance, when Lily Palmer, as the Mother Superior, is sentenced by the Germans, she faces an Italian firing squad with surprising consequences.
Thank you, Father.
Madame, I offer you your last opportunity to speak. Please.
Dearest sisters, we have been brought to this by serving God as we were sworn to do. By trying to make a world that would be fit for children. God be with you.
Very well, madam. Proceed. Major.
Attention! Ready? Aim! Fire!
We are only one amongst many foreign settlements in Canada. There are thousands of them in this part of the world, and they have been founded recently, some 80 years ago, by people who left their homes in Europe because of famine, because of starvation, because of racial and political persecution, and some, like ourselves, because of their faith.
49's Parallel, a Michael Powell and Emmerich Pressburger film. Its main message was to prick the conscience of the neutral USA to come to the aid of Britain. Anton Walbrook, as a German immigrant to Canada, gives a powerful anti-Nazi speech.
Which in Europe, it is your Führer's pride to have stamped out. You call us Germans. You call us brothers. Yes, most of us are Germans. Our names are German, our tongue is German, our old handwritten books are in German scripts. But we are not your brothers. Our German is dead. However hard this may be for some of us older people, it's a blessing for our children. Our children grow up against new backgrounds, new horizons. And they are free. Free to grow up as children. Free to run and to laugh without being forced into uniforms, without being forced to march up and down the streets singing battle songs. You talk about a new order in Europe. The new order, where there will not be one corner, not a hole big enough for a mouse, where a decent man can breathe freely.
I'll take these for you.
Thank you, brother.
Bang, 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 bang.
Sergeant, save your trust! Save your trust! Get back, man! Get back! Get back!
But it was the flagrant Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor that finally brought the United States into the conflict. In a town like Alice, the Japanese stormtrooped their way into a village of virtually defenseless women and children.
Bang. Michael. Bang. Michael. Michael. Michael!
chord Mrs. Collins has chosen is Vera Lynn singing What a Day We'll Have. So, we hope you're listening, Johnny.
When you come back again, what a day we'll have. What a day we'll have, you and me. When the sun shine again.
The North African campaign against Rommel's crack troops by Britain's famous desert rats was dealt with tough and gritty realism in Sea of Sand. Percy Herbert, as a wounded machine gunner, courageously takes on a German armoured convoy. Absenteeism from the armed services was a subject that was naturally very much played down during the war. But in Waterloo Row, it was sympathetically and sometimes amusingly treated as the soldier goes AWOL to try and sort out a domestic problem.
Anyone sitting here, chum?
No, that's okay. Cigarettes, pal? Yeah, thanks. Help yourself.
Yeah, me too. Canadian Red Cap right behind your guy. Follow me. How long you been playing hooky? Since this morning. Since this morning? Hell, you're only a beginner. Follow me. I've been absent without leave 6 weeks. Stick to me, boy. I've got the whole situation taped. Go ahead. Act normal, fellas. MPs. Now keep your head down and make a dive for it. Okay. Let's beat it out of here.
Stan, have you got that machine of yours?
Yes, sir.
Well, play it. And the rest of you, for heaven's sake, sing.
No situation can be more intense than men, and in particular their leaders, steeling themselves for battle. In The Way Ahead, directed by Carol Reed, David Niven encouraged his men to sing.
I know she likes me because she says so.
Peter Ustinov co-wrote the screenplay with Eric Ambler. He was, at the time of filming, Niven's real-life battle. Henry V, played by Laurence Olivier, prepared himself by prayer before the Battle of Agincourt.
O God of battles, steel my soldiers' hearts. Possess them not with fear. Take from them now the sense of reckoning, lest the opposed numbers pluck their hearts from them.
They'll run into the Middle East Air Force and the fleet, so they'll almost certainly come...
Jack Hawkins, in the Malta story, believed in encouraging his men into battle with typical British restraint.
We begun well. 2 ships sunk out of a convoy of 4, but that is only a beginning. From now until the Africa Corps is bogged down, you're going to keep at it day and night. This is an all-out offensive operation. The restrictions on the use of petrol and ammunition are off, and so is the ban on talking to base from the air. These convoys have got to be found. And if you run into trouble with enemy fighters who are talking to base in finding them, then you'll just have to run into it and get out of it the best way you can. Now, a lot of you have been used to taking it. We're now going to dish it out. We're going to crack Rommel on the nose, even if we bark our knuckles a bit doing it.
In similar circumstances, but 500 years before, the British archers waited tensely, arrows at the ready, for the French attack. This brilliant cavalry charge from Henry V was shot in Ireland. The extras were paid £4 per week if they brought and rode their own horse. And what horsemen they were. Directed by Laurence Olivier, the film deservedly won an Academy Award.
Squadron scramble!
And now the tide was turning, and the Allied forces went on the offensive against the so-called invincible Third Reich. The Luftwaffe were beaten in the air, in reach for the sky.
Victor angle 17 degrees, sir.
17 degrees. Stand by. Stand by.
Stand by.
Fire. Fire. Fire.
Ah!
Look on. Where you gone?
Oh.
5 gone. 6 gone.
All torpedoes bad, sir.
All 6 running, sir. Take it down, number 1. Probably surprised at seeing us. What are they saying?
Congratulations on sinking.
What?
Well, I'll bet the Brandenburg, sir.
Blimey! Blimey! Control room!
Control room's up.
We've sunk the Brandenburg!
We've got the Brandenburg! We've got the Brandenburg!
Blimey! We got the Brandenburg!
The German Navy, were torpedoed on the high seas in We Dive at Dawn.
Grand job, Taylor.
Thank you, sir.
A bit better than my fishing smacks. You really must have used Olmore's almanac.
Well, actually, it's all done by mirrors.
Come on, lads. Once more for the day you missed on the exercise.
And the German army and the elite SS were defeated and demoralized on land. In terms of raising morale, British war films were second to none, for they spoke to cinemagoers in a way they all understood. If this meant that they did, at times, glorify war, it was to demonstrate that to lay down one's life for the cause that one truly believed in this case, freedom and democracy, could be and was ultimately justified.
Hello.
Hello.
We won.
I know, darling.